Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who joined me for the live stream last night. I think it was a lot of fun, and we got a lot of questions answered. I think I'll make it just like a once a month thing because afterwards I was pretty tired from doing the reading. So I think once a month I'll do a live stream. But thank you to everyone who participated. And yeah, I'll let you know when the next one is. Thank you to everyone who's been coming to me for personal readings through my booking site. If my readings have been resonating with you and you're interested, definitely check that out in the description box. And also thank you to everyone who's been reaching out to me through Instant Go as well for just quick tarot card readings. So for this reading, I was thinking about what I wanted to focus on as we start the week, and I feel like there's a lot that's been going on with the solar plexus chakra and the base chakra, the root chakra for the divine masculine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading to see like what is being focused on, what is being like triggered basically for those two chakras, and we'll see what's going on and yeah, what the situation is surrounding really. So for this reading, I'm going to be using the Heal Yourself reading cards, and I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and the Lenormand deck. So we're just going to use those and see what comes through. I feel like the Divine Masculine is having a lot of struggles really stepping into completely their action space with their Divine Masculine energy. Like, they're in their Divine Masculine energy, but it's just like they're hitting some type of block is what I feel. So let's start with the Heal Yourself cards and see what's coming up as what is kind of the blockage right now for the Divine Masculine. Okay. So what are the blockages that the Divine Masculine is encountering right now regarding their solar plexus chakra and their root chakra? And I also think I want to include the sacral chakra as well, just the lower three chakras. Okay. Blocks for the Divine Masculine in the lower three chakras. Okay, so we got two cards. Okay, Entrapment is the first card. And then the second is Love. And I really like this Love card. We're going to go into it, but I'm already seeing things. Bottom of the deck is How Teachable Are You? So this card is about what you've learned through your life, by your experiences, by others. And it's about the process of unlearning things that you don't need and learning things that you do need. So for the Divine Masculine, I feel like this is a process of unlearning certain behaviors and certain beliefs, and then adopting new ones and really believing them. And I get this especially because we're talking about the solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra. It's about really believing that you can achieve and have certain things in your life, believing that certain things are attainable. Okay, so the first card that we had is Entrapment. So what I want to do is just quickly look at the book, because I have my own thoughts on this card, but I want to see if there's anything else from the book that maybe useful here. Okay, so just like the summary for this entrapment, you are letting too many things in your environment control your life. It's time for a shift in personal power. You're encouraged to take responsibility for your life and choose a new way of thinking that creates change. So that's exactly what I was just talking about. The reality is that for you to make the changes you want, need, and desire, you need a system, daily discipline, and motivation. And the system, daily discipline, and motivation, that is the root chakra, and that is the solar plexus chakra, that motivation. Okay. Yeah, so you're letting too many things in your environment control your life. Okay, so my initial thoughts for this, for the Divine Masculine with the entrapment card, was that it's that whole, this is like the devil card to me from the tarot deck. It's like the false sense, or like the Eight of Swords. Yeah, more like the Eight of Swords, like that false sense of being trapped, of being restricted in a certain way. So with the lower chakras, Divine Masculine, I feel like it's you feeling like you've learned certain habits in your life, you've learned certain ways of going about things, and you almost feel trapped. Some of you may feel trapped, like you can't change now, like you can't relearn things right now. You're so entrenched in your certain day-to-day life and thoughts and views on things that you're like, how do I really step out of the box? How do I really make a change? How do I really make a shift? And in this card, it's the woman, she's laying on a bed, and then behind her is like a creepy person with a bird beak on, but they have a wand. So it's that feeling, Divine Masculine, that you're just kind of laying here and you're subject to whatever this person is doing, whatever magic they're doing, whatever influence they have on you. You're just kind of laying here, almost feeling like you're unable to move. So let's get a tarot card to clarify this a bit more, to see how this is kind of manifesting, how this has become a block for you. Okay, so how has this entrapment card impacted the Divine Masculine collective in terms of the lower three chakras? How has it provided a block? How has this entrapment energy provided a block to the Divine Masculine with regard to the lower three chakras? Okay. The Sun reversed. So this feeling of entrapment is really making you feel, Divine Masculine, like you can't have a certain happiness, like you can't really actualize a certain, happiness or contentness in your life. And that's even further clarified by the Ten of Cups in reverse. You feel like at a certain point you just kind of accept the fact that you're not emotionally happy. You've accepted the fact that something isn't fulfilling, and almost like, well, that's the way it is, it doesn't matter. And bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So it's like you're wishing for things, but at the same time, with this entrapment card, you feel like I can wish for things, but certain things just won't ever turn out right. Certain things, it's not going to get better than it is. I won't find happiness, and some of you have accepted that. It's like some of you wish for things like family or commitment or marriage, but then you have kind of a jaded, I'm just getting like a jaded perspective on it, or like an expectation that it won't turn out well. And it's interesting because the Sun card reverse is still positive. it's still enlightenment. It's not as happy and content as upright, but there's still positivity. So it's like, even if there's something positive, it's almost like it's going to turn, at some point it'll turn into the Ten of Cups in reverse, and you won't feel happiness anymore. And it's like, this is like your point of view, what I'm getting for some of you Divine Masculine. It's like, well, I'll go after my wishes for a while. That'll be nice. It'll seem okay for a while, but then it'll turn into complete dissatisfaction. And that's just the way it is. So with this entrapment card also, it's like you have to, in regard to your lower chakras, it's like you have to really relearn your expectations. You have to regain some motivation and desire, and like just confidence, that solar plexus chakra, confidence that things that you wish for will come true and will work out in a positive way. So let's get some more clarifying cards for this entrapment card for the Divine Masculine's blocks for the lower 3 chakras. Okay, so we have the Woman. So some of you may feel, in the bottom of the deck is the Closed Book. So this is definitely related to relationships, I feel like, Divine Masculine. You may feel like your relationship with women, if you're like a heterosexual twin flame couple, you may feel like your relationship with your Divine Feminine or other women in general, that it will break down at some point. Some of you with karmics may also be feeling like this, like your karmic person is trapping you. Okay, so we just got the Compass, the Magnifying Glass, the Star, and the Tree. So this is definitely the Ten of Cups reverse and the Sun reverse. So it's like you feel like at a certain point, the things you desire, the stability you desire, it will all go kind of off track, even if you try to make sure that it doesn't. And it's almost like a cycle. Like you feel like this cycle of starting off good and then progressively getting worse is something that happens. And you're wanting to leave this cycle, but it's like you have to become more confident. You have to change your mindset about it. Because the feeling of entrapment, it's just a feeling. That's completely a mental thing. Even if resources are scarce, in order for you to free yourself from the entrapment, it is still a mental thing. It's knowing that eventually you can make a plan, you can make a strategy to free yourself from this confined feeling. Okay, and then we just got the Hermit. So some of you, again, you're feeling trapped in a situation, you're feeling trapped in a cycle, trapped in that your happiness, your true contentment won't ever happen, or it'll always be derailed by something. And so that's why some of you have gone into this hermit mode where you just, it's like being resigned, going within and almost resigning to this feeling of entrapment, accepting it at a certain level. Yeah, and bottom of the deck for that is the Five of Swords. So it's like you almost feel like you know eventually something's going to go happen, something's going to stab you in the back. It's going to be derailed. So you're like, okay, fine, that happened. So now you just go within. But your block is to not go within, is to remember that, you know, you can get out of this. And I actually want to get another deck now. I'm just going to use my Angel Tarot deck. And we're going to see for the Divine Masculine with this entrapment energy, any messages or guidance to remove yourself from this entrapment energy, to, you know, believe again that this cycle that you kind of taught yourself is the norm. Remember, the bottom of the deck is how teachable are you? This cycle, these beliefs that you taught yourself that certain things always just will break down or won't work out. How can we get out of that? So the dreamer, the fool, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So the advice is literally just to break out of your shell, Divine Masculine. If part of your feeling of entrapment comes from, you know, a certain belief that, you know, if you reach out to your Divine Feminine, that it won't work out or something like that, take a leap of faith and go to your Divine Feminine and see what happens. And the bottom of the deck for that was the Five of Water, Five of Cups, things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. That's direct relation to the entrapment card. It's like I was just saying, certain experiences may have shaped the way you believe and created a certain belief within you that things won't work out or things won't be successful. And that's what's providing fear and keeping you in this entrapped energy and just lessening your confidence. But the advice is to just go for it, to take a leap of faith. Know that, you know, the universe will guide you as you take the leap. Go after what it is you're dreaming, what it is you want to pursue but you feel a bit restricted from. And I want to get one more card for the Divine Masculine. Okay, Three of Air, Three of Swords, great sadness. Take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So I feel like for you, Divine Masculine, again with this entrapment card, it's like, I feel like this is similar to the Hermit mode, like you've been hurt by something and you've withdrawn for a certain reason. You need to just forgive whatever the situation is and kind of have to accept it as specific to that place, time, and energy, and not let that continue to hold you back. And this is Three of Swords, so it's again it's something that has to do with how you believe about things. And the bottom of the deck for that is balance, the need for balance and moderation. So this would be the Temperance card. The need for balance and moderation and cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. So it's like you're needing to, with this relearning, you're needing to balance your thoughts and balance your beliefs, to relearn things and realize that whatever this Five of Swords energy was from your past that created heartache and created you wanting to go in and to become a bit jaded about relationships and yourself and what you can or cannot achieve, you're needing to relearn your beliefs about yourself and your capabilities. And as you do that, you're going to be able to go into this Fool energy to take a new leap of faith, to take a new beginning. Okay, so let's go on to the second card we got, which was Love. Now remember, this is a blockage from the lower three chakras, sacral, solar plexus, and the root chakra, the base chakra. Okay, Love. Now the first thing I noticed when we got this card was that the man in the portrait is looking at the woman. Okay, and I feel like this one is clearly about the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You, Divine Masculine, some of you are again, feeling that entrapment and not in motion. You're just kind of on the wall observing your divine feminine. And your divine feminine is here kind of sitting, waiting. And this is, I feel like this is again about the need to take some type of action, divine masculine. Knowing that love isn't just you looking from afar, it's you. Love is a verb, which means you have to take action and show it. If you're feeling entrapped, like literally feeling this guy is entrapped. This guy is entrapped in a painting. It's preventing him from moving. It's preventing him from going to his divine feminine, from expressing any sort of feelings. You know, he's 2D. He can't express love. While the feminine is there waiting, hoping for love. And in the corner, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there's like a voodoo doll and a spilled glass of wine right here. And with that, I feel like that's a representative of, I feel like that's the divine feminine kind of trying to manifest love as well. I feel like this is like a mirroring card going on. Like the divine feminine has been trying to get love, get movement in her 3D reality. And the divine masculine, you've been kind of, your blockage has been you haven't taken action. You've been in that mental state, just thinking and looking and observing from afar. You haven't made the 3D moves yet. So let's look at that card. Okay. Let go of your limiting beliefs about love. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You are at a point in life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear, and in particular your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and ability to care deeply. So like I was just saying, it's not just a mental thing. You have to show love. It's a verb. And divine masculine, you've been feeling entrapped, and that's prevented you from receiving the love that you truly desire. Because of a past situation, again, that's why you had this 10 of Cups in reverse, because you feel like it won't work out, even if it starts off a bit positive. And because of that, you have certain beliefs that you've taught yourself, and then you feel entrapped. And that entrapment prevents you from expressing love and passion and just opening your heart to other people. So let's get some cards on that. And sorry if my light is going. The sun is setting where I am. So hopefully it's still okay. So let's get a clarification cards for this love as a blockage for the divine masculine. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like overworking, focusing too much on the literally focusing too much on the 3D things. That's blocking some of you divine masculine from expressing your love, because you're like, I have to have my career right. I have to have my money right. I have to have everything perfect. And then we also have Queen of Wands in reverse. So Queen of Wands is reversed. Is some of you are feeling just like, I'm getting this has to do with almost like mood swings of emotions. Like sometimes you feel really passionate and gung-ho about your divine feminine, and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to make a move. Then other times it almost just makes you overwhelmed and angry. And maybe angry isn't the right word. It just makes you super passionate, that in a way that it's like overwhelming to you, and you don't know how to channel your energy based on the connection, based on the love that you do feel towards your divine feminine. In the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. So you, Divine Masculine, it's like you're too focused on the 3D things, and then when you get into your heart space, it like changes your mood so much. It's like when you think about your Divine Feminine, it goes to that sacral chakra energy, and you're just like emboldened by her. But then at the same time, sorry about the barking. At the same time, it's like you don't know how to channel your energy. It's almost like you become so overwhelmed by the passion you're feeling that you don't know how to move forward. And then you go back to focusing on 3D things because you're like, oh, I can't deal with this right now. And again, with this Hanged Man, you have started to see things in a different way, and I feel like that's where this Queen of Wands reverse is coming in. But you haven't completely gotten all of the spiritual growth you're needing. You haven't gotten the full perspective to where you can start expressing the love in the way you're wanting to. So I'm going to get a Lenormand card to see what else comes through. What is this Knight of Pentacles in reversed about? Okay, so we have the Labyrinth, which is about separation from the Divine Feminine. The Die, which is about financial risk or taking a gamble. And the Rider. I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles reversed, like you revert back to here, to focusing on finances and career, instead of coming forward and communicating to your Divine Feminine because of the feelings of entrapment you have around expressing your love and like devotion towards the Divine Feminine. When that gets overwhelming with this Queen of Wands, you go back into your 3D self. You focus on work and career and like tangible things, so much so it's almost blocking your Divine Feminine out. And it's like, even though you are wanting to go forward with your you are wanting to communicate to the Divine Feminine and end the separation, we have the Die in the middle. You just revert back to kind of what you know best when you start to get these overwhelming feelings regarding your Divine Feminine. So let's get a clarifying card for this Queen of Wands. And I feel like this is not uncommon for Divine Masculine to have this like Queen of Wands in reverse, where they feel completely like unable to focus when they think about their Divine Feminine too much. Okay, so clarifying the Queen of Wands reverse, the Divine Feminine, the Home, and the Broom in the Sky. I always forget the name. Okay, so it's like when you get all in your emotions and you're just feeling all of the passion, and it just goes to like 200% towards your Divine Feminine, and you start thinking about, you know, everything that you could possibly achieve with her, you just go back to cutting it out. You cut it out, you're like, this is too much, I can't deal with this right now. And you go back to this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And let me know if the comments if this resonates with you, masculine and feminine. Because I feel like this is, again, something that many Divine Masculine do, kind of like oscillating between completely feeling their Divine Feminine. They feel the love, and then it progresses to feeling all the passion, and then it progresses to, I don't know what to do with this. It's making my mind shut off, kind of. And then they're like, okay, let me cut this out, let me go back to my 3D life. And then it's like a cycle that continues. Okay, so let's get another card for the love. Love as a block, expression of love. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I was just saying. So you're thinking, you're wanting communication, you're wanting to express yourself, but then you're having so much anxiety staying up at night. This is I feel overwhelmed by thinking about all of the passion and possibilities with my divine feminine. And then that's how you end up in this card, being in the picture, not expressing yourself, because you go from feeling all of this passion and wanting to move forward to feeling all this anxiety about how do I do this, and then you end up just shutting it off and shutting yourself off, shutting your heart chakra off, shutting out any type of expression of love. And bottom of the deck is Queen of Pentacles. So you are wanting this nurturing relationship and stable, real relationship, but it's like you go from passion to being in your mind. So then you're like, I'm not going to be in my mind, I'm not going to be overwhelmed by my feelings, I'm just going to work on work and career. And that's like why this is applicable for the lower 3 chakras. It's like you go from the sacral chakra, I want my divine feminine. Then you go down to the root chakra. No, you go from your sacral chakra, I want my divine feminine, and then you go to your solar plexus chakra, well, I want to go to her, but I don't know if I can do it. And then you're like, well, I can't do it. So then you go down to your base chakra and you just stay there, and you stay trying to manifest things and focus on 3D root chakra things. Let's get a card for the love as a blockage. For the divine masculine, what are they needing? Any guidance for the divine masculine? Okay, Queen of Earth. So that was what we had, Queen of Pentacles. That was the bottom of the deck here. So what it says is make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So again, your advice, divine masculine, is to, instead of shutting off your love, is to deal with the challenges head on and be understanding, be kind. Make time for your divine feminine, who you are wanting to connect with. And you making that time also goes back to the Fool, taking a Fool to get out of that entrapment feeling, and then, you know, deal with things head on. And bottom of the deck for that is Queen of Fire. Queen of Wands, so we have the Queen of Wands reversed. This is stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So yeah, it's like, again, it's a go for it. It's deal with things head on. Don't limit yourself. Don't like self-sabotage. Or not, yes, don't self-sabotage or think down on yourself and the ability for you to have success in reaching out to your divine feminine. Okay, and then one more card on love as a blockage for the divine masculine. One more card. One more card. Okay. The cards are really jumping. Okay. We have 3. Page of Earth. Page of Pentacles. I think we had the Knight of Pentacles before. Okay, good news about financial matters, waiting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So this is what you've been doing, divine masculine, waiting to do something challenging, which is in direct contrast with the Queen of Earth, which it deals with her challenges straight on. Three of Fire, abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time, make long-term plans. Three of Fire, Three of Wands, so Divine Masculine. You've already been thinking about the long-term plans with your Divine Feminine, so continue doing that, but know that things are good and things will be positive. And then the last card we have is the Hermit, which remember we got in relation to entrapment earlier. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. And we had the Hangman as the bottom of the deck before. So it's really, with this Hermit card, I feel like this is the part of the how teachable are you? Spend time in quiet meditation and go within and really see how your past experiences have impacted you, Divine Masculine, and really analyze, like, is there some element of self-entrapment that you have regarding your relationships with others and your relationship with yourself? Is it preventing you from expressing your love to yourself and others? And if it is, how are you going to reteach yourself to change the beliefs that maybe have limited you in the past? Because we are all teachable. It's just a matter of acknowledging, analyzing, and then realizing where, like, the break happened. And then you can really, I'm getting just like positive affirmations about yourself you may need to do. Really think about what it is you love and appreciate about yourself. And that's going to help release that feeling of entrapment. That's going to help strengthen your solar plexus chakra. And when you do that, you're going to feel more successful and expressing your desires and emotions with your sacral chakra, and also really achieving the goals in your 3D life that you want to with your root chakra. So that is the reading on the blockages for the Divine Masculine from the lower 3 chakras. I hope this was helpful. It's kind of a different reading, but I really feel like this has been coming out a lot. Divine Masculine dealing with solar plexus chakra, root chakra issues, and also sacral chakra, because sacral chakra also has to do with like desires and expressing your desires. So definitely entrapment and love are 2 of those blockages. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. If you're interested in a reading, go to my booking site. It's in the more info box. Also, my Instagram link is there if you just need a quick tarot card reading. If you'd like to donate to my channel, my PayPal link is also in the description box. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in my next video.